Hey guys, tonight on the 1980 K5 LS swap, I'm hoping to work on the vintage air setup. I want to try to get the main unit put under the dash and maybe get my plate up on the firewall and get my bracket up to actually hold the air conditioner compressor. I put a new tensioner assembly on here the other day. That's got to come back off. It's actually calling for one off of a Camaro, I believe 99 to 02. So I'll have to pull that off, do some pulley swapping and things like that. But all in all, little stuff. Try to get that knocked out. Go over here and show you this AC bracket. So far it's been kind of vague as far as the assembly of it and things like that. But I mean, it comes with instructions, but there's a little bit of piecing it together and figuring it out, and I'll just kind of show you what I've got. So, all right, guys. So what I got here is my top mount for passenger side to mount the vintage air conditioner compressor on the LS motor. A lot of parts, a lot of pieces. It all looks like it's high grade stuff. Good aluminum. Some of these spacers are just cut. I think one of them is machined. But the directions have been a little difficult to follow, but I think I can piece it together. Shouldn't be that big a deal. Moving along, I want to try to get this main unit put in. It's kind of what my goal is. Get the main unit put in and get the block off plates there and there, get those put on the firewall. If I can do that tonight, then I'm really making some progress, you know, because from what I can tell, looking through the directions, that's going to be pretty challenging to do that, just one person doing it. So if I can get those, get my air conditioner compressor bracket bolted on, and maybe get the compressor bolted on, then that's going to be good. So keep following, guys, and just watch the progress. It may take a little while. Just bear with me. Okay guys, I've got this air conditioner bracket. This is the top mount, and I've got it somewhat assembled here. Everything on the directions is listed in metric, like 160 millimeters, 140, 120, 100, I think, and 35 as far as the bolt length. If you don't know the metric breakdown for how long that makes these bolts, then you're going to have to look it up or measure them or something. This has been kind of a nightmare to put together because nothing really is holding together. It'll slide apart like so. You've got spacers that go here and there that you've got to have in place when you bolt this up, but for the most part I've got it to where I can hold it up there and put it on the motor. So that's what we're going to do now. Try to keep these spacers from falling off. A little bit of a challenge to try to figure this out and get it where it'll go together like I need it to. But I'm gonna get it stuck in there, and I'm just gonna kind of put that one in there with my hand for now to hold it up there, and hopefully it doesn't fall down or come apart. But you gotta put these little spacers in here on this little side bracket, and those will bolt to the water pump. Wouldn't have thought a little bracket like this would have been that big a deal, but it has been a mess. tighten this down, kind of snug it down, and I'll show you what why there's some of it's kind of loose still. Not gonna get it super tight, but all right. The pulley that I pulled off the tensioner is actually going to go on here, and then the new tensioner is going to bolt up right here. That's why there's so much slack in these here. This will run on into the head, but the F-body tensioner that they call for, it goes right here. That's why these have so much hanging off of them, and they're not tight yet, so good job. So anyhow, there's that. I'm going to grab this compressor and probably go ahead and mount it on there. I'd like to take a look at it and see how it looks. So let me grab that and I'll stick that on there and we'll check it out. Alright guys, I wanted to show you this. This is my brand new air conditioner compressor. This is the one that actually came with the kit. I believe you can get a polished body on that. A couple upgrades that you can get through Vintage Air. As irony may have it, the actual compressor in my daily driver is beginning to fail. We've just started hitting our 100-degree days here in the area, and I guess it's a little too much for my air compressor in my daily ride, and it's beginning to fail, and I'm putting a brand new one on a vehicle that I probably will not be able to drive for at least another 6 months, hopefully sooner, but that's just my luck. The tensioner that I pulled off of here, I actually put another one of those on the truck thinking that the noise was coming from that, and unfortunately it was not. I actually put on the other truck, has the air conditioner compressor set at the bottom. I changed out the tensioner for that also. All the pulleys on the front, trying to hopefully find the problem before I got to the air conditioner compressor. Wasn't the case, so at least I have new drive accessories, drive belts, even changed the alternator, trying to hunt down the noise and cause for the problem. So let me get this bolted up here. I'm not going to tighten it up just yet, but wanted to be able to see it sitting up here, make sure that I wasn't going to have any issues with clearance. Check my wiring. Looks like my wires are going to be a little bit long. I can still cut those down, get that straightened out. But that'll be up there. I'll have to go tomorrow and get that other tensioner with that pulley on it for the Camaro, but that's it. It's sitting there. Well, look at there. There's my wires that I put into my harness. So they're right there close where I can hook those up. That's going to turn out great.